Take one more nice breath in your child's pose. And breathe out. And then you can bring yourself up to sitting, just however feels good, just for a moment. You want to stretch your legs out, that's fine. Or just sit on your heels, that's fine too. And just feel whatever you need to do. Right? So take your time and notice, like, oh, how does your breath feel? How does your head feel? You feel very grounded right now. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is do a side lying. So if you have your bolster, that might be enough, but you might want to make it more. So you might even, make it higher. And I'll show you the pose, and then you can decide what you need. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make it even higher too. So I'm going to take my third blanket, the one that I had wrapped around me, and I'm just going to tuck it in here and kind of make like a really, so I've just put it over my two blankets and I've tucked it in. So I have more of a higher bolster. Okay? And then you can always make it less. And then I'm going to lie over this. So I sit down in front of it, and I'm going to lie over it so that this mushy part, like your ribs, are going to come over it, sides of your waist is on it. And then you can keep your head up and keep your legs, you have your little support here. The leg stretched out is going to give you a little bit less. And if you want more, you'll bend your knees and the feet will go behind. And then you'll come down, and we're looking to really open up the top side waist here. So, you might even take this arm up and over. I didn't say which side to go. So you go wherever. And then play with, how your legs are. So I said if you bend from the knee and the heels back, you're going to get a little more. And the arm coming over, you're going to get a little more. And then again, you might put, even if your arm is outstretched, you're going to rest your head. You might put a blanket between your head and your arm on the floor to support your head more. So whatever you need. You find your way in, and then you decide if it's too much support, not enough support. You can always add more blankets. The joy of being at home. And if you need another blanket underneath your hip or anything that feels it needs a little support, do that. Okay, and then once you're in it, you might find as if you want to lean back a little bit, that might give you more. So just a little quest for space. Just look inside for what you can find. And then if it's too much with the arm over your head, put it somewhere else. Whatever you need. Oh, I'm in your way. It's okay. Yeah. So make it nice. And same thing. So you take a few moments to drop in. Yes. And to adjust. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good. So the more the knees move back, the more of a stretch you get. So, you play with that. I'll say it again. Just looking to find opening, request for space. And then it's about sending the breath over this side waterfall. You are participating with your breath. So it could be slow, could be very long. Just breathing, receiving, and releasing. And then just noticing, are you turning more towards your chest side or more towards your back? Maybe you make a little adjustment and find a little bit more different space. And then notice if you're smiling, which helps you relax. And we did a little experiment in class last week about how it changes the breath when you smile. So smile and you'll fill up more of your lungs, and that's what we want, healthy lungs, open lungs. Feeling into any opening you're receiving, and meeting yourself where you are. Good. Okay, so taking your final few breaths here. So that means you're like, you just go in more deeply, snuggle more in. How can I get as much out of this before it's time to come out? Okay, and then I'm going to suggest that maybe you roll onto your tummy and just come back here onto this, and wherever that bolster lands, maybe it's going to land more onto your tummy than back, the way we had it the first time. Okay, and again, you might let your head go. I want you to feel that your thighs are on the floor though. So the bolster is more into your tummy, maybe even into the ribs. And then let the head go. If you need to support it with your hands, with your props, your blankets, that's fine. And again, just be with your breath. So feel that this little bit of pressure is sending the breath more into your back. If you're happy, you're feeling nice breath moving in, great. If you want a little more, you can always bend your knees with the feet together like we do sometimes, child pose on your back. See what that does for you. That's going to change things a little bit. If that's good, great. If it's not good, straighten them out. Just receive your breath. And notice your skin of your forehead. And if it's being drawn up, see if you can draw it down towards your nose. It's just softer for the eyes and brings us into a more restful state. So that might mean tucking your chin in a little more. And then just noticing any place where the breath is restricted, and receive your breath. If you want to even hold the breath in as you breathe in and pause there, and then exhale as if you're almost pressing the breath more into these dark places. Okay. Okay. So we're going to come to the second side of lying over the sideways. If you want to press it up and back into a child's pose, maybe just to release your back, and you have this nice proppage to support your head. You know, we might bring the knees together a little more here if that works for you. And then just dropping in. Again, bringing breath into the back body. I feel that this is such an important thing right now, is to be aware of the back and breathing into it. And notice any tension in your jaw, your eyes, even the back of your heart. And before we press or move to the second side, if you wish to just sit up for a moment and just feel, or you want to take downward dog, you're welcome to do that. And just kind of notice the quality of your breath and the state of your head, and even the grounded in the body. Okay, take this opportunity, if you don't have a bolster and you're using blankets or you've stacked on your bolster, just, recreate your support here. And then you're gonna sit with the opposite hip. I didn't say which hip, so hopefully you remember which side. So you sit, and then you lie over this. You might support your head. You can move your knees in line with your hips, even with the legs straight, or you bend them back. Extend your arm, rest your head, and then maybe you put a blanket between your arm and I'll just show it on this side if you're not sure you can see. So take my arm out, and then I might take another little blanket and just kind of shove it in to support my head. See how that is? And then your arm, same arm, this arm that would reach up to the sky can rest on the floor, on your bolster, it can come up and over your ear. And I might even take it past my ear because I know I can comfortably. And so you decide. And then you adjust. So if you can send more body parts behind you, like the knees can move behind you or the top arm can move behind you, and you can find some space. But if that's too much, honor what you need. Be in a place where you can smile and breathe. Remind yourself, these kinds of poses are not about getting anywhere. There's no additional bus stops, really. You just are where you are, and you receive your breath. Okay. Notice too for yourself, if maybe you're tucking your chin in, and maybe you can take your head back a little bit, or it's not a bad thing to tuck the chin, but see if you can make some space. And then you feel into your breath, drop in. Okay, last time I said, maybe you can even, as if you were leaning back a little bit, and that might give you something more. It's about feeling where the breath is restricted, or where you feel some stretch happening, and release yourself into it. Allow the body to be very heavy. And then you might start to feel things or be aware of things and places that you didn't even know were restricted, so you feel them opening. Moving into your final few moments, so deepening your breath or changing your position even a little bit. Receiving and releasing new places. Okay, and then coming out of this, and this time you'll just place your hands on the floor, and you might roll more onto your belly, and then just walk yourself up to sitting for a moment, and stretch your legs, or just feel everything that's open, what's happened. Oh my gosh. All right, that's your body saying thank you. That's what you're feeling. Okay, so our last pose, and it might even be your Shavasana, is a waterfall Shavasana. And so bolster, if you have a bolster, that will go underneath your knees. So you'll move it down. Oh, I know I said get a block and a bolster, but you know, best laid plans. It's all right. We'll use the block another day. So you take your bolster and it's going to go underneath your knees, and then you're still going to have your little support here for your heels so that the feet almost feel like they're just hanging in midair. So I just rest the heels or the Achilles. I don't know if you can see mine. Yes, you can. So I'm just resting the Achilles on there, and then I have the bolster will be underneath the knees, but closer to your shins than your thighs. And then you'll take another blanket, like a thick blanket that you have, and you might roll it up. You know, we're going to put it underneath the chest. And we do this sometimes, you know, have you roll them up quite tight. So this doesn't have to be tight. I might even just make a rectangle and put it down so my chest is just a little lifted. Let me move these. So you can see I didn't roll it super tight. I kind of folded in triplicate. And then I'll take one more for the head. And I really want you to support your head and maybe your upper chest, the tops of your shoulders. So it might look like that. Okay, I'm just gonna come in and then we're all squished, but that's okay. Okay, socks, another blanket to cover yourself. If you need a little bit of extra weight, you know, and you did grab your blocks, then, you know, you can put your blocks on your belly, and that might feel nice. And then, so I have the tops, you know, I have the shoulders my chest is lifted, my head is supported, the tops of my shoulders are supported. This actually feels so nice. If you have more blankets, then put one underneath each arm and the backs of your hands. That feels so nice too. And you can support, you know, you can put a little bit of weight on your belly if you like, or even the tops of your thighs. You know, I have these beautiful sandbags in my home, and those are lovely. I was using them this morning, but I'm not going to go grab them. But a little bit of weight on yourself can be really nice. And then see how that is for you. Make any adjustments. And then I'll just move out of the way so Art can set himself up. Yeah, I love that. He just said, I'm excited. Yes, make it nice. And so as you come in, you know, sometimes if the blankets aren't folded so nice and you get on and you can feel the wrinkles or whatever, not that wrinkles are a great thing, we all want wrinkles, but make it nice. You might even smooth it out with your hands. So feel your heart is supported, your head is supported, the backs of your knees and your calves, and then your heels. Yes, and then if you need to cover an eye pillow, if you're wearing a headband, you can pull it down over your eyes. Make it very nice. I said in class yesterday, you know, open palms, open heart, open breath. Just start as you come into it, just stretch your fingers super wide, open your hands, and you might even stretch your arms. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, let everything go. And you might feel swirling energy in your palms just from that. And this time of radical transformation is upon us. Nothing to fear. You know, the world has gone through transformation many times over. And it's a great reminder that we are not in charge. We are not in charge. And we thought we've been in charge all this time, and Mother Earth is Pachamama, Gaia, is like, nope, I'm in charge. And so this is a time of transformation. We will learn to do better as a collective. And even just noticing, like, yeah, you know, I don't need to go grocery shopping more than once a week. Little things we can do. And right here, what you are offering is this great surrender. It is this reminder that we are here at this time amid the cycles of the earth, the cycles of the planets, of the sun, of the moon, and the life cycles of every living thing. And this is Shavasana, is corpse pose. We are offering ourselves with open-hearted with compassionate kindness, and with that deep surrendering love. So descend yourself deep down. Every exhalation drawing you deeper down into the earth. Like the big tree with its deep roots. Release yourself into your own roots, your own rootedness. You are energy, you are light, you are matter. Feel that here, the heaviness of your matter, the lightness of your breath, and the energy within you, the energy surrounding you. Rest into your sacred space. A space you have created for yourself to simply be. Mind, body, breath, and spirit. Scanning your body for any place you're holding tension, your jaw, your tongue, your forehead, your eyes, back of your heart. Rest into your waterfall. The flowing energy of your breath. Notice if you're tensing your glutes, let them go. Releasing yourself deeply, the supportive energy beneath you. Like a baby, you are held, you are loved, and you are supported. It's okay to let go. Just let your breath be. Let it start to slow down and become shallow. And just noticing when the breath is relaxed and calm, shallow, the body is rested. As you feel ready, start to bring the breath back. And just do that very consciously. As you do that, you might even start to add the hands. So as you inhale, you just bring the hands into a fist. And as you exhale, you open them. You might do that one time, you might do that 50 times. Just connecting the breath to the hands. And if you're not pulsing the hands, just feeling the breath moving in and out. You feel free to move from there any way that feels nice and good, intuitive. If you want to stretch your arms over your head, you can do that. You can bend your knees and maybe do some windshield wipers or hug the knees into your chest along your journey. Then you're welcome to do that. Whatever you feel you need. And if you wish to move your props out of the way and just lie flat for a moment and do that, that's fine too. So honor your path. Whenever you get to your side into the fetal position, then take a few moments there too. We don't want to rush out. This is this place between sleeping and awake. It's the place where the body has some time to kind of recalibrate. And we want to allow that in the way we don't normally do. And then whenever you're ready, and that could be now, could be 3 minutes from now, we'll just all meet in seated. Whenever you get here, you want to cover your head, my friends, that's fine. I encourage you to do that. And cover your legs, whatever you'd like to do. I see some of you coming out. I'm just going to give you our final mudra. And so I'm just going to have the palms facing up. And we'll just interlace the fingers together with the palms facing up. I'm going to touch the pads of the fingers except for the index fingers and the thumbs. I just bring all the pads of the middle finger, ring finger, pinky to touch. And then I'll touch the index finger and the thumb together. So the version of Yoni Mudra, of the goddess mudra, of the mudra of creation and creativity. I'm just holding that, and you can set it in your lap or hold it up at your solar plexus if you wish, wherever you feel called. So as you come in, so you'll just have the palms facing up, you interlace the fingers, the pinky, the middle finger, the ring finger pads touch, and then you bring the index and the thumb to touch. And you rest that. And just being here in your powerful mudra, releasing your jaw, your eyes, and staying in your quiet, in your stillness, in your presence. Listening to the sound of your breath, feeling yourself grounded to the earth. Softening your eyes. And if you're here with me in mudra, we'll take one more breath in and out. You'll keep the thumb pads pressed together as you release everything else. Bring the hands to your heart, in front of your heart. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, bow your chin. And that's my sister. Sorry. Good. And so here in your presence, your divine presence, if you wish to go back to back with your partner, if you're there, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, stay as you are. It's all fine. You want to lean against the wall, that's fine too. We take support where it's offered. And we'll seal this with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale completely before we begin. And inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be healthy. And we'll seal that with one love together. Inhale. Open your palms out in front of you. Grab some of that love as you bring the palms together. Bring it into your heart. Maybe cross your hands at your heart. Feel into your heart. And with great presence and divine love, maybe tell yourself that sentence again, 4 words. I love you, and say your name. I love you, Johanna. I love you, Johanna. That's why I practice. And then lift your chin. And bring your hands together, my friends, and take a big breath. Blow into your hands. Let's offer this out to all these little boxes here. If you see boxes, if you just see me, and we're here. Namaste, Hardy. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so with great love, thank you so much, you guys. And I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. If you're here, beautiful. If you have any requests, let me know. Otherwise, have a beautiful night, and we'll see you very, very soon. Love you guys.
Anna.
Thank you. Bye, Ian. I see you. I see you. I see you, Sharon.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Rest well. Sleep well. Good. Thank you. Wendy and Haley. Oh, I love the hat. That's awesome. Yes. All right. See you guys.